presumption that the officer is telling the truth. And if you have dozens of cases, not only tickets, but GPS, AVL data, which shows that patrol unit driven by that officer, who was supposedly a witness at that speeding scene, was nowhere near. What does that have to say of the integrity, or the integrity, of the Traffic Enforcement Division, specifically this group of officers?
Well, you answered two questions. Should an officer be consistent and uphold the core values of this department? Absolutely. And it's three of them: honesty, integrity, and respect. But Jeremy, you got to remember, I can't make an assumption. I can't assume that there's an irregularity. I can't assume that the officers falsified a government document. I can't assume anything until I have proof or evidence. And this is why we need to be patient and do responsible reporting here now. Because if Andy's scenario is true, that makes a difference. I don't know. I don't know what electronic device is capable of. I don't know if the AVL was functioning properly that day. There's a lot of things that the chief of police don't know. But I'm not going to sit here and assume, make assumptions, guess about things that I don't know. I am confident that the internal affairs will get to the truth. And this is why we don't rush to judgment. And however long it takes to get to the truth, it's going to get to the truth. And I'm going to make sure that if someone was inconsistent with the core values of HPD, I want to take the proper corrective action.
Chief, can you confirm to your division that the officer that died on Tuesday, Mr. Arias, is part of this investigation?
Yes, he was.
Are you taking extra measures to guarantee the safety of the other 3 officers that are involved in this investigation?
Safety in what way?
For them not to pursue it as the same way as Mr. Arias?
Well, here's what we have done. We've had supervisors speak with members of the Traffic Enforcement Division. We have made it aware and clear to all of them that we have trained psychologists that are on duty. We actually had a psychologist that actually came down on the day of the incident. But all of the support systems that this organization has to go to the psychological and mental well-being of our employees have been made available to those officers and employees that are assigned to the Traffic Enforcement Division. And I want to make this clear. Officer Farias has not been convicted, or no evidence has determined that he has violated departmental policy, or did. Although he's deceased, but we have no evidence at this time that he's committed any violations of policy or the law. I don't know if that'll be the case at the conclusion of this investigation, because I don't know what it's going to reveal.
Chief, can we go back to the Officer Chandler, or former Sergeant Chandler's situation? Do you feel like he should have been charged by the district attorney?
I think I've made previous statements to that, and, you know, in the interest of integrity, I don't want to be accused of trying to influence an arbitrator in the midst of his arbitration. But I have made statements regarding Mr. Chandler's performance and my thoughts, and I stand by every statement that I've made.
Were you aware at the time this investigation was ongoing that he was romantically involved with Assistant District Attorney?
No, I was not.
Had you been aware at that time, would you have called for a special prosecutor?
Well, it's not my call, because it's not up to me to prosecute someone for a criminal charge. The only thing that I can do would be to make the Harris County District Attorney's Office aware of that. And if Mr. Chandler committed, we have evidence to believe that he committed a crime in Harris County, I would have to present that evidence to them, and they would have to make the determination whether a special prosecutor should be called. But it's something that I don't have authority, jurisdiction, it's not my call.
Chief, can I get your response to the arrest of Officer Jasmine Renee Bonner on charges of delivery of a controlled substance in Montgomery County? She's currently in the Montgomery County Jail.
Yes, my response is everything you said is correct.
What's your reaction? I mean, this is the sixth Houston police officer that's now in the news for alleged bad behavior in recent months.
Okay. And we have 5,300 others. So should that, are you insinuating that that's a trend, or that's a smear, or that is some way indicative of the other 5,300? No, it's not. Look, Officer Bonner was arrested for those allegations that you just said. This has been a lengthy, ongoing investigation, and we continue to investigate that with multiple law enforcement agencies. This is something that was started by members of the Internal Affairs Division. Again, something that we discovered, and Officer Bonner is constitutionally innocent at this time.